you're interested in joining our fraternity and sorority community, we'd love to have you. You're the type of person we look for. Committed, enthusiastic, a leader. We think you'll do great things here, and we hope that we can open some doors for you.
You'll make lifelong friendships, and hopefully you'll be the type of person whose positive impact will be felt here for many years to come.
This is going to be a start of something really cool. We know you have your own reasons for joining, and the reasons you'll be staying will be entirely different. Trust us, we know. People tend to stay for the social aspect, the image, and the props. But they also stick around for their friendships, and because they can impact the lives of others. Trust us, we know, and you will soon too.
Soon these letters will be yours. There's one very important thing we have to ask before you sign your name on that dotted line, pay that first fee, and wear your first set of letters. Something super important to us, so you have to listen, okay?
It's the one most important lesson that any fraternity or sorority can impress upon its new members. Truly, our survival as an organization on this campus and nationwide depends on you understanding this one simple lesson and taking it to heart.
It's more important than our history, our traditions, our rules, our structure. If you can't understand this most fundamental rule, then you're not going to get it. If you can't understand the one golden rule of fraternity and sorority life, then none of this will matter, and your kids won't have the opportunity to join an organization like this. And it will just end up being a fuzzy memory.
From the moment you say yes to this organization, you are always wearing your letters. I will repeat it. From the moment you say yes to this organization, you are always wearing your letters.
We're not talking about t-shirts, sweatshirts, or hats in the color of your group. We're not talking about a tattoo on your ankle, some party favor, or the badge you wear on your dress shirt. What we're talking about is when you say yes to this lifetime membership, everything you do and say from that moment forward is a direct reflection on your group, your sisters and brothers, and the thousands of members that have come before you.
Everything you put out into this world is a direct reflection upon our community. Every decision, every achievement, every mistake you make happens to us all from this point forward.
When you go to the grocery store, you represent us.
If you fall asleep in class or earn a weak grade, you are representing us.
When you turn 21 and hit the town, you represent us.
When you become a leader of another campus organization, you represent us.
When you break up with someone and make decisions about how you behave during that difficult time, you represent us.
When you go on spring break, you represent us.
When you go home to sit down at your mother's dining room table, you represent us.
When you get a job and go to work for a company or organization, you represent us.
When you commit your life to that special person someday, you represent us.
You're always wearing your letters. From this day forward, always. And every day, in every situation, you never take them off.
It doesn't matter whether you get our letters tattooed on your head or anywhere on your body. Just keep in mind that even when you're wearing a jersey or a business suit, people are going to judge you no matter what based on your first impression. It's our job to make that good first impression. So it's up to you whether you accept this challenge or not to be a good impression.
We live in a time where the actions of one man or one woman can kill a group like ours. When one person acts in a way that is inconsistent with our shared values, it can end 100 years of tradition and pride.
One choice that you make on a Friday night can take away everything that generations of men and women have worked to build.
This seems a little intense, but that's good, because it's serious. It sounds like too much of a responsibility, but if you don't think you can behave in a way that reflects well on us at all times, do us a favor and walk away now. We won't think less of you. In fact, we'll thank you. This sort of commitment isn't for everybody. Don't say yes unless you understand.
We're not asking you to give up anything, and we aren't asking you to become something you aren't. We're asking you to become something more. We're inviting you to be a part of a group of men and women who make a promise to take care of each other every day. We're asking you to become the best version of you that you can be.
We're asking you to take a leap of maturity and to go to that place where you're the same honorable, dignified person on a Saturday night as you are on a Tuesday morning. It's a big deal, and not everybody can do it.
Forget everything you've heard up to this point. Forget how much you desire this. Forget how much we might want to bring you into this group. Just clear your mind and ask yourself one question.
Are you ready to never take them off?
Because when you say yes, you're not just putting letters on the sweatshirt, you're putting them in your heart. You're forever stamping your identity with them. Everything that you are now becomes who we are.
You'll make mistakes, and sisters and brothers will remind you of your commitment. You'll see that sisters or brothers will sometimes forget your promise, and you'll need to remind them.
That's part of that whole fraternity and sorority thing. We work together to better ourselves as men and women who stand for something. We carry each other, we matter to one another.
If we're doing fraternity right, then we'll make you a better man.
If we're doing sorority right, then we'll make you a better woman.
If you're doing everything right, you will make us a better organization.
So please think about it. Take it seriously. Because if you say yes, these letters belong to you as surely as they belong to our founders. If you say yes, these letters become your responsibility forever.
That's the promise.
You're always wearing your letters.
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 You're always wearing your letters. You're always wearing your letters.
You're always wearing your letters.
You're always wearing your letters.
You're always wearing your letters.
You're always wearing your letters.
You're always wearing your letters.
You're always wearing your letters.